Good evening, live to London and live to the world. It is the ILFL Soccer Night Show on NTV. Good evening to you. We are here to talk about all of your community football that took part in the Inner London Football League yesterday. We're going to start with the first division, work our way through the second, and then up to the Premier Division big boys. So where do we start? We start with Ace versus Bow. Two teams sitting comfortably in mid-table in the first division, but at least one of those teams will want to kick on and start chasing the league leaders who seem to be running away with it at the moment. This is the highlights of the game between Ace versus Bow. First division played yesterday. Roll BT. And there it was, in amongst all of the drama and the football that you saw going on there, Ace managed to put 5 goals past Bow, and a decent Bow side, I have to say, who have turned up this season. But nevertheless, Ace played the better football and ran out 5 goals to 0 winners. At the moment, you can't see the results on your screen. We just got a little technical issue with that. But I'll tell you the rest of the results that happened in the first division. Burdett beat Beaumont Youth by 9 goals to 0. The Crusaders beat Stepney B by 2 goals to 1 in what was another epic game. And the Robin Hood Tigers, 7 goals to 5. They have beat Sire. 12 goals they got in there. Nanu, let's talk about the first division, because it seems to be just sorting itself out now. The teams that should be winning are winning, but they're just about doing it by the skin of their teeth now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, let's start with Ace. I think it was a well-deserved win. You know, they've managed to keep a clean sheet. They're scoring as many goals as they did in the summer.
Yeah.
I think one of the issues with Ace is that they came in too overly confident in this division, and that win couldn't have come at a good time. You know, I mean, we're almost hitting a sort of a milestone mid-season. You know, and they've played 7 games, and Ace is somewhere on the 6th or 7th place. So coming into this league in winter too confident, I think that hasn't been a really good thing for them. So this might be something to reflect on. A 5-0 win against a really good team might be something worthwhile considering making the same sort of formation in the coming games.
It's almost like a turning point in the season for them now, isn't it?
Hopefully that might be the turning point. You know, they've played 7 games, they've only won 3. You know, in the summer they were 100%. They won 7 out of 7 games and then went straight through. You know, and having only won 3 games out of 7, that might give them some sort of confidence boost for the future games, but it might not be enough. But like I said, you know, it's a well-deserved win, and if they can keep up, then they might salvage this season, maybe.
I can now show you the results from the first division yesterday. They are there on your screen for you. There you go now. The troubles at Beaumont are still continuing. Just when you think that they might turn it around, they're still suffering. However, Burdett are the team in 2nd place in that division, and they're doing really well. 9 they put past Beaumont. The Crusaders, Stepney B side, it was a game that Stepney B were winning and looking quite comfortable for 60 minutes against the Crusaders side, who were all out of sorts and in trouble with that game. And there was one key match incident that turned the tide in their favour, and they ran out 2-1 winners. And the Robin Hood Tigers, at last, are you fulfilling your potential now and showing that you can be championship credentials? Let's have a look at the tables there, and we can see that the Crusaders are still top of the pile. 7 games, 7 wins, 21 points. With Seoul Youth right behind them, they will be ruining that 1 defeat that they've had so far in the season. But the big game is the game between Crusaders and Seoul Youth this weekend.
That is the one. Everybody is looking forward to that. I mean, to be honest with you, I know we all talk about Crusaders, Robin Hood Tigers, even Stepney B, but Seoul Youth haven't received the level of credit they actually deserve. You know, 6 wins out of 7 games, that's an outstanding result.
As a new team
as
in the league
a new
now,
team, not even in the 2nd division. We're talking about the 1st division here. We know you're talking about teams like Crusaders, you're talking about teams like Ace, Stepney B, you know, and having come this far, I think it's a major, major achievement.
It's a big game, and we'll talk more about that in the last segment of the show and what's going to happen there. Into the 2nd division now, and out of the 3 fixtures that were due to be played, only 2 were completed. Here they are, AMY. Good win for them. They beat the Fish Islanders by 4 goals to 1, and it was a 0-0 draw between PYO and the Arsenal community side as well. And bang on cue, that leads me to introduce our guest in the studio this evening, and that is Steve Davis, who runs the side and looks after all the important things for the Arsenal and the community side. Good evening, Steve.
Evening, David.
Good evening, good evening. It's welcome to the Inner London Football League. Welcome to the show tonight. How's it been for you in this season with your side?
Yeah, it's been really enjoyable. The results have been up and down. Again, a bit of a mixture, a couple of good defeats, sorry, not so good defeats, a couple of good victories and a couple of good draws. So it's been pretty even across the board, but it's been a really enjoyable experience so far.
So tell everybody out there about Arsenal and the community. What is the whole project now, the football development project that you've got going on there?
The specific programme that the lads in the team come from is a programme called Kicks, and that's a programme funded through the Premier League. And basically what that is a football activity programme that we deliver in various sites across different areas of London. And the lads that have been playing with us for a longer period of time indicated they want to move away from just small-sided games on the estates, what we do, to the 11-a-side game. So what we're looking to do is to like develop them as players, taking them out of the estate, playing on the little playgrounds there into the full 11-a-side game, and it's been really enjoyable. It's been a real learning curve for the boys.
So you've got a real good mix of youngsters from right across your local community.
Yeah, it's a great mix. I mean, we have lads from Brixton, Stockwell, out in the west, Ladbroke Grove, Westbourne Park, Camden, Kilburn. So yeah, it's a real good mix of it. Because again, another part of the programme is bringing young people from different areas together through football. A
real good community team, a real good community programme, playing in a great community league as well. We're going to talk more to Steve throughout the show about his team and their exploits. Let me just ask you just very quickly, PYO is a 0-0. You've got the same team to come in a couple of weeks' time in the Cup. Yeah. And we've been watching the Cup results happen in here. 1 week you've seen, 1 week a team could not do so well in the league, and then they turn in the Cup when they turn it around. But this one, it was 0-0, tough to call. So when it comes round to the Cup now, are you fancy it? It would be nice to have a good Cup run for the team.
It would be, as I say, you know, for the lads. You know, for a lot of them, it's the first time they're playing in competitive 11-a-side football, and in any level of football, a good cup run's always very enjoyable as well.
It is indeed, and I've seen the boys, I've seen the team play myself, and there are some good players there, a good bunch of lads. Hope they do well this season. They've got something to sing and shout about at the end of the season. ANY beat Fish Island by 4-0. Let me just show you the second division table just very quickly. There it is. Red Star are the standout team and going very well. 8 wins out of 8, 24 points, and their nearest rivals are Redcoat, who have a game in hand but are already 8 points behind. Can anybody catch up to Red Star? We'll talk about that. We'll put that question to Nanu. Pity Shakil isn't here because he's the guru who can predict many things, but we'll speak to Nanu about it in the next section of the show. Coming up after this short break, we'll speak about the Premier Division and everything to come. The Vets League, which is starting in the new year. We'll see you shortly after this break.